Now, I'll be totally honest, I've not used my Switch as much as I used to, not since I got my Steam Deck. However, from time to time, I do sort of force myself to hop onto my Switch and see what adorable indie adventures I can get into while I'm lounging on the couch, kicking back and just vibing with a Joy-Con in each hand. Now, I could probably make an entire series on this request alone, but today, I'm going to show you 5 indie games that you can play on your Nintendo Switch. But first, don't forget to like the video, otherwise every one of your Joy-Cons is going to start to drift. Sorry, I don't make the rules, Nintendo does. Now that I trust you've already liked the video, here's 5 indie games you can play on your Switch. If you like something a little artsy-fartsy, let me tell you about PassPartOut. As close to real life as games can get, PassParTout is about an artist who can't afford to pay rent. So, he has to go around doing odd jobs for people all around town. Starting from basically nothing, you'll meet other talented artists, art critics, rebel leaders, and more, sorry for the pun, colorful characters. All while earning some cold hard cash so you can buy new brushes, paints, and canvases so you can create bigger and more creative projects. Sometimes it'll be signage for your local shop, while other times it'll be big brand deals for upcoming lines of vehicles. The world is your canvas in PassParTout. Now, I've only played PassParTout 2, but both games are available on the Nintendo Switch as well as Steam. Now, this next one I discovered late last year, but Chants of Senaar is a dope and head-scratching puzzle game about learning the language of those around you, and using that to understand people more. Now, don't think of it as your Miss Duolingo course from last year. Think of it more as reading hieroglyphics and translating that into what it would mean in your own language. For example, you may find 2 symbols next to a lever. Pull the lever up, it opens the door. Pull the lever back down, and it closes the door. Now you've learned the symbols for open and close. And that's just the start of things that you'll learn in Chants of Senaar. Explore multiple levels of this gigantic city tower, and discover other cultural practices, important events, and some of the places where a stranger of the city should not be going. Chants of Senaar is available on Switch, as well as Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox consoles. Okay, hear me out on this one. A crew of all-female Power Rangers taking on bosses in RPG-styled combat. That sounds pretty dope, right? Then you should check out 8 Color Star Guardians Plus. You get to build a team of 3 Guardians, all focused around different skills. Then you pick which kaiju you want to take down, and head in for the fight. Now the odds are you're probably going to get thrashed your first time through, because you probably don't know what skills you're going to need to take down the boss. Once you find one you can handle, you'll get new skills and a quick conversation to give you a hint about which skills will come in handy for which monster. From 2-headed dragons to mutant crab beasts. Each of these bosses have something weird and unique for you to overcome before moving on to the next opponent. So, if you're feeling like some boss rush goodness, be sure to check out 8 Color Star Guardians Plus on Switch and PC through Steam. Now, I couldn't give you a list of Switch games without including at least one roguelike, could I? This is Swords of Ditto, Mormo's Curse. Start your adventure as a young warrior who sets out to stop the evil Mormo. Explore dungeons, upgrade your hero, and unleash the mystical Sword of Ditto. All wrapped in this charming and cutesy storybook style that, now that I think about it, reminds me a lot of the upcoming Plucky Squire. Expand your arsenal of weapons from simple swords and shields to wacky equipment like vinyl record frisbees and magical golf clubs. You can also run this game solo or with a buddy for some local couch co-op. You can venture forth while you're on the go with Swords of Ditto on Switch, or you can pick it up on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, or even your mobile device, Apple or Android. Now for one of the most adorable puzzle adventure games that I've ever played, this is The Last Campfire. Though this title comes from the same team that brought us No Man's Sky, The Last Campfire is a far more confined and heartwarming adventure. You'll be playing as a lost ember who's trapped inside of a world of mysterious puzzles, just trying to find your way home while searching for meaning in life. Travel through stunning environments like underwater caverns and spooky dark forests, while making friends with the lost folk and strange creatures around you. Now I know Hello Games are already working on their next big project, but I just keep praying that they'll set aside another small team to make something precious like this again. The Last Campfire is obviously available on Nintendo Switch, but you can also pick it up on Steam, the Epic Game Store, use code CGDannyB at checkout, please, thank you, PlayStation, Xbox, and Apple Arcade. And be sure to follow for more indie gaming content.